Well, St. Luke in this Gospel and elsewhere, St. Paul, and of course, primarily Jesus himself, as in today's Gospel, speak of the dangers of the law. The synagogue official is pompous and Pharisaic, hard and fast rules about propriety, and in today's Gospel, he uses the law as a weapon of aggression. I know very well what is right and wrong. When I point out your breaking of the law, I elevate myself. The law, which is a gift from God, is co-opted for the purpose of boosting his ego. And Jesus triumphantly refutes his objections, and we hear about the delights of the people who sympathize with the dictates of human nature against senseless restrictions. Jesus, in this instance, claims no authority to abolish the Sabbath. He simply restores it to its true meaning by rescuing it from traditions which violated it. And so really it is a lesson for us in humility. And that is why St. Benedict, with the whole of Christian tradition, puts such enormous emphasis on humility as the foundation for all Christian spiritual life. St. Augustine once memorably said that of all the ways that lead to God, the first is humility, the second is humility, the third is humility, the fourth, fifth, sixth is humility. And as the saints teach us, Christian humility isn't a static virtue. Rather, it's a long climb, a journey, an adventure, a lifetime's project, something in which we have to grow daily. So we often say the prayer of the publican in last Sunday's Gospel, Lord, be merciful to me, a sinner. Or more simply, Kyrie eleison, as we say in Greek at some masses. And there is an Eastern tradition of prayer that makes this a fundamental prayer, repeated constantly with every breath taken and every breath exhaled. Lord Jesus Christ, Son of the God, have mercy on me, a sinner. And whether we do that or not, we need to have the attitude expressed by this prayer in our heart. Lord, I am not worthy. And paradoxically, this prayer is not demeaning or craven, but ennobling and bold. Even as we say the words, we know the prayer is heard by the one whose name is mercy. He is waiting for us. He came only to save us. His invitation to come to him remains always open. So even as we ask, we get. Even as we humble ourselves, we are lifted up. Even as we weep in sorrow, we rejoice in sure hope. Even as we express our distance from God, we are united with him. So today, before we receive Holy Communion, let us say more consciously this time, Lord, I am not worthy that you should enter under my roof. Say but the word, and my soul shall be healed.